Listen, folks, a while back, I started a series that I called Atrioc versus YouTube, where I would answer not only the Twitch chat questions that get whooshed onto screen, but actually the YouTube comments that I see. Sometimes I want to crash out at them, and I haven't done this in a while, but thanks to the folks at Rocket Money, presented by Rocket Money, I'm doing it again this week, and I have a theme that I want to discuss that I think has been repeated over and over and over again in my comments, so I wanted to talk about it. And that theme is, what channel are you posting your videos on, Atrioc? Now, I've already had a mini crash out about this because I was like, why the does anyone care? Why do they care? It's just a different name at the bottom. It's the video. You're watching it. Who cares what channel of the two you're watching it on? But I decided, since it was brought up so much, that I would talk about it a bit more because I got a lot of comment on almost every video. Any video that I've been putting out recently, I'll get, for example, very recently I did a video warning about private equity being put into some 401k plans. And I got comments like, this seems like it should be a main channel video. This is a really important PSA. This guy, Tristan Pulser, is deeply concerned that there's people that won't see it because it's on this channel versus that channel. It's not going to reach the right cause. And I'm like, all right, let's talk about that. 4,000 people agree. It's being lost to history with only 423, this is 2 weeks ago, probably has 500,000 views now. If you want to warn people, why not post a video like this in the main channel where it will reach more people? The fact that this is not a main channel just means it's a recession indicator, okay? This is an indicator of recession. I put this on another video that week. NVIDIA earnings were crazy. Recipe for corruption. Final speech. Wonder why this isn't a main channel video. Back in my day, this would be a main channel video. How is this a well-produced video, not a main channel vid? Why not main channel though? How is this not main channel? Bro, we just want to do Marketing Monday. In the past, this would have been a main channel video. Okay, but if it's there, then I did do the Marketing Monday. It's just not, it doesn't have a purple border. There's a couple directions I can go with this, but there's two main ones. First of all, I want to address the idea that subscriber count means anything at all on YouTube anymore. I think this is an old school idea. Maybe some of you grew up watching YouTube. You kind of remember a day where subscriber count mattered. I want to be so clear as to how YouTube works right now. So let's say I make a video like this. My channel could have 100 subscribers. It could have nothing. What it will do is it will send this video out to people it thinks might like the video, including whoever, some of them are my current subscribers. It'll send it to maybe, if I have 100 subscribers, maybe 20 people. If those people click on it and watch it, it will send it to more people that have similar audience profiles to this, regardless if they're subscribed or not. It'll go to 100 people. If enough people click on and watch it, it'll go to 1,000 people. If enough people click on and watch it, it'll go to 1 million. It does not matter. The subscriber count of the channel does not matter for the reach of the video. The only thing that matters is the click-through rate on the thumbnail and the watch time. That is it. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not joking. There's many channels, probably a lot of the YouTubers you grew up watching, probably me in a year that have a lot of subscribers, and you look at their videos and they have no views. It doesn't serve it to your subscribers. It's not the point. It doesn't affect anything. It's unrelated. As a great example, this is what I use. That's what I tell, because I get asked a lot by people who are trying to build YouTube channels advice. And they always complain a lot about how the algorithm isn't helping them out, how they're getting screwed by the algorithm. And I just want to say, if you're a smaller channel, the algorithm is like your best ally. And I wanted to give a big example to my buddy, Spectacor here. Spectacor made a video when he had less than 5,000 subscribers. He has 90K now, but he had less than 5,000. And this got 5 million views, more than anything I ever got. I don't think any of my videos is this big. And he got it because this video had an appealing title thumb and great watch time. That was it. It just grew, and it kept getting served to more and more people. That's W motion. It's just skill. If you make a video that people want to watch, it will get served to more people. It's been proven time and time and time again. So the idea that if I put it on one channel versus another, it's going to have some meaningful difference in the performance is not true. It's just not true. We have plenty of videos on my main channel that have, 200-300K views, and it's because they didn't have enough people, not a large enough people that wanted to watch them. That's it. That's the main thing. Second thing, I'm gonna show you. These are like 12 Marketing Mondays that have come out this year, but I want to show you what a Marketing Monday from 2024, like a wins and fails, would be like for me. I would work throughout the week collecting some stories and ideas. I'd package it up on Monday. This is Monday. And then we would take a week to edit it, and it would come out on Monday the following week. And it would probably be around 80 to 100 slides. So these videos, these examples that are pointed out, these all happened in the same week. These all happened within 5 days of each other. This video had 50 slides. This video had 70. This video had 45. So if you add all these up and the others that happened that week, it's something like 200 plus slides a week in terms of individual focused videos that come out immediately after they happen. I want to give you a more specific example because I was proud of this video, this NVIDIA earnings were crazy video. In fact, I have it right here. I like this presentation. I thought it was timely. I thought it was good. And in fact, I was pretty proud of this. So if you Googled, if you searched on YouTube for NVIDIA earnings, the day of the NVIDIA earnings, the number one result was this. Was my video. Or it was right after the thing happened, right after it happened. The number two was Tom Lee on CNBC. That's pretty cool. Now, previously, if I were to make this video, the NVIDIA earnings happened on Wednesday, right? So I would make a presentation. I would present it to Twitch Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 days late. And then the YouTube audience wouldn't get it till 12 days late. I think Marketing Monday was relevant enough to enough people that it could be steady, decent viewership for that. But it doesn't make sense. It's not like a good plan. I didn't like it. I was always frustrated that I would talk about something and it wouldn't hit YouTube for many, many, many days. So I like putting in the effort, having a fast team and getting it out to you quicker. The slides don't change. Nothing. I mean, this is how I like to do mainly wins and fails. Okay. Wins and fails was like the daily driver of Marketing Monday. And now I've replaced that with like more in-depth, better presentations that come out quicker. I'm proud of this. I don't feel like this is a downgrade in quality. I feel like this is an upgrade. I'm more excited about this. That being said, there are bigger long form videos that aren't daily news updates. It would be like the 12 Marketing Mondays I showed you. Okay. Those videos, I do them like always. They've always been sparing, and I will continue to do them. I want to give a great example because I feel like people act like this is just something I could just knock out in a weekend. I got this video slowly then all at once, and people like this video. And some of the people that are complaining in my comments as I'm grinding through another 50 slide presentation that I feel like people do appreciate, but you're mad about. They're like, why don't I get more? I want another one of these. Make another one of these. I just want to explain to you the process for making this video. This video started as my 2024 predictions. This video came out in September of 2024. I worked on this from December of 23, changed it, thought about it, researched, thought about it, deleted, changed, thought about it, and it finally came out in September of 24. It is a process. The bigger, thoughtful videos are things I'm working on in the background for months. I kind of just chip away at it. I think about it. It's from ad hoc reading. So the idea that I have to shit one out for you every week is crazy. That's not how it works. I can't do it like that. We cover the things that are happening in the world timely on Big A, and I'm going to work on bigger projects. So I just want to be clear, like that's what I'm trying to do. And I also, the last point on this I want to say, I had 4 main goals, I think. Actually, I think I had 3 main goals for this year in content when I started. Let's say forgetting the podcast stuff. So the first one, number 1, I wanted to make a Marketing Monday that hit 1 million views. I did that instantly. I did that with a Luca video in like January. So then I had a second goal. I wanted to make a non-Hitman video, I said. That was my number 1 video on the channel. I did that 1 month later with the Tesla video, okay? And then my third goal, the one that's still open, is I wanted to get a Big A clip out every single day of the year, no skips. And I wanted to work hard on them and make them as good as they could be. Obviously, some of them a little funnier, a little goofier than others, some a little sloppier than others. But I wanted to, on average, raise the quality bar. This is what I've been working on. Maybe you don't like this kind of content, but I am proud of this. Like this week alone was like a ton of work. These are deeper dives than just reacting to a clip. And this is like, I'm proud of this. And it has been working well. And Adish is making more money than I ever made at NVIDIA. And I think it's cool. So I just want to push back on this idea that I'm like ignoring a channel. Now, second thing, I also want a place. I want a place where I can put things that I'm passionate or interested about, especially with regards to gaming and community and songs the community makes and the Minecraft tour. And so I've been putting these on my main because that's where they've always been. I have this theory about all content, which is that if you are authentically passionate about it, you can make content that will do well. Now you have to work on it. You got to try different formats. And we just proved that again with this, bro. Age of Empires had like the lowest viewership I've ever had. When I'm streaming, I got into it only because I liked it. I had to organize this whole thing myself. I became friends with Harridge because I liked hanging out in his chat. We're just friends now. And this video is about to break 1 mil of me playing Age of Empires 2, an old ass game that I got into because I cared about it. So I'm not gonna stop doing that. I'm just, my bigger point here is that I'm never, ever, ever gonna take your guys' advice on what content to make or where to put it. Ever. I'm just gonna do what I want to do because it will work out. If it's not working out, it's because I'm not making the content high quality enough. But it's not because it's like I'm doing the strategy wrong. And so I'm sorry if that pisses people off in the comments, but it's worked out well for me. And even if it didn't work out well for me, I would still do it that way because it makes me happier. I don't like the idea of having to listen to you and like try to chase what you guys are saying or wanting. I'm just gonna do the games that I want to play and the topics I want to talk about. I just want to do that, and then I'll always be happy. And I think if I do it that way, it'll work out better anyway. So this is my pushback on this whole line of narratives. Since that was the main thing I wanted to say, and since I think you guys complaining is like going to Jay Schlatt Live's channel and saying, why isn't this candy tier list on the main? What the Jay Schlatt? Why isn't this candy tier list on the main? People need to see your tier. What do you think about Kit Kats? It needs to be on a, it's like, I think it's stupid. But there's also 2 other comments I wanted to bring up. I think I got my point across on this thing. But before I do that, before I explain to you the other 2 comments, I have to explain to you how you can save a ton of money by using Rocket Money. Check in the link in the description below. If you use Rocket Money, you can link your bank account. It'll show you every single thing you're subscribed to, and you can one-click cancel it right from the app. I'm quite sure you have something you are spending money on that you've forgotten about, or that you don't use as much as you thought, or you haven't just thought about it in a while. And it's time to take a look at what you're actually paying every month in recurring revenue and cut it easily from the app with our good friends at Rocket Money, who have been a long time supporter of my content. They actually they watch the content, they message me about it, and I appreciate that. And it's nice to have a sponsor that you have for a long time that you can support. Again, I used this product before it was even called Rocket Money. I used it myself when it was called Truebill, and then it got bought out by Rocket Mortgage. Now it's Rocket Money, and it is a useful product. You can find all the things, you can cancel it. You can also have budgeting where you can see where your money is going and plan for upcoming things you want to save and spend money on. Like, for example, I have a set aside thing that I've saved up for my trip to China, which I am now doing early next year. So it's pretty cool. See where your money's going. Maybe it's all going to Labubu's and you need to manage your budget better. Rocket Money will help you with that. Check it out. Thanks again to Rocket Money for supporting the content. I very much appreciate it. And now let me crash out a little bit longer on 2 comments. The first one is one I see a lot. I only grabbed 1 screenshot, but there's a lot of these, which is that I miss the marketing Atrioc. And maybe they said something even stupider like the glucky glucketing Atrioc. They want more marketing. I want to be so goddamn clear that we haven't talked about marketing, like ads, outside of Super Bowl ad review since like 2021. And the reason for that is so simple. Most marketing nowadays is incredibly boring. Ads don't matter anymore. It's all about social media, TikTok, and influencers. And so it's not what excites me. People act like we live in a world where TV commercials still have the cultural cachet and the importance that they used to do, but they don't. I'm still gonna watch a good ad every now and then. I'm gonna watch Super Bowl commercials. If I see a really great ad campaign, I'll talk about it. But the idea that you want me to watch the 10 saddest ads ever, the 10 craziest ads ever, the 10 angriest ads, I can't possibly muster up the energy to care about it that much. It's just, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, are you really excited to see that over and over? I think people just want ad slop. And it's like, it was already dying as an important medium when I started working in marketing in like 2014. And by the time I was like making content in 2021, it was like already kind of like behind the past. Marketing has changed a lot. And if you are a young marketer who really wants to thrive in that industry, you should be looking at TikTok. But do I want to look at TikTok all the time? No, not really. Not really. I'll talk about broad principles. I'll talk about, again, truly successful campaigns, but like day to day, I'm going to talk about like optimizing multiple TikTok versions of an ad so you can get the best click-through, or you can do micro influence. It's just like, it's not exciting. So that's the first one. And then the second one, I don't have a screenshot of it, but I'll just use this as an example. Holy dude. I know I have a video called Everything is a Recession Indicator. The title was ironic. We don't need every goddamn comment to be XXX is a recession indicator, just so you can form upvotes in my brain-rotted YouTube comments. What's annoying, I'll never change this, so this is the one I'm least annoyed with because it's just YouTube. What's annoying is if somebody ever gets a lot of upvotes for a lazy comment, then everyone else goes, oh my God, that's the ticket, that's the key. Even though I don't understand, because YouTube upvotes are worthless. It doesn't mean anything, it changes nothing. You can't spend them. But once people see that, they just do it. It becomes the meta and they do it forever. And this will never change. And it's not just my channel, it's every channel. And so I can just accept this. But I wanted to point it out because it's like, we all get it. We all get what you're doing. You're trying to type this in the first 5 seconds of the video being up so you can hopefully get some upvotes. But why? Think about that. Think on why. That's my crash out. I don't actually have much more to say than that. I hope I got my point across. And thank you again to Rocket Money for supporting. I think the greatest part of this sponsorship is that I get financially incentivized to crash the